Hello, my name is Maddie McKay, and today we're going to be addressing a very serious problem. Recently, there seems to have been a rise in a lot of very racist content being produced on a wide array of social media platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, etc. And I think it's time that we talk about it.
I think we should have that conversation.
But before I get into this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. I'll be producing content about like every week now because we're stuck in the house. But anyway, let's get straight into the video. Recently, what's been happening has been like a lot of celebrities and content creators have been called out for making content in the past that was basically racist. Like a lot of content creators have been filmed on camera using derogatory slurs such as the N-word or doing other things that make fun of Black people, and the most recent scandal that has come out of this has been Emmuhlu. So if you don't know who she is, she's a TikToker. She made some pretty funny content. I was actually a fan of hers. And then this old video of her came out. I think it was like her in middle school, early high school, whatever. And it's her saying the N-word.
Die! Die, 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 die! Everyone f***ing die! There's all over the place.
Most of the people who are guilty of using such terms often profit off of Black culture. Emmuhlu, she blew up because she was a barb. First of all, if you don't know, the Barbz, whatever, predominantly Black fan base for a Black female artist, Nicki Minaj, if you haven't heard of her. So obviously there has been a lot of backlash and a lot of people are like, whoa, like what are you talking about? Especially since Emmuhlu has been known as being a very prominent barb in the, Nicki Minaj fandom. So a lot of people are like, sis, you stand a black woman, but you used to run around saying the N-word, so like what's not adding up? And it's not just the N-word, it's the N-word with the hard ER. Yikes. And Emmuhlu is not the only content creator or celebrity who has been guilty of such behaviors. We've caught so many people saying the word that it's kind of getting out of hand now. Like, it's seeming that almost every non-Black person goes through this like fun little rite of passage where they just freely say. And it's like, when I was in middle school, I honestly don't remember me going around and begging people like, hey, let me use your slur. I don't care if it offends you, but I'm gonna use it in a friendly way. Like, what's the logic behind it? Okay, and here's the biggest problem about it. We know you say it. We're not stupid. Like, Black people know that a lot of non-Black people say the N-word. Not saying all of you, but we know that a lot of y'all say it in private, behind closed doors, with your other non-Black friends. These are all actual comments that I got from Emmuhlu's comment section. I scratched out their names for privacy reasons, but who is we? We don't all, quote-unquote, jokingly use racial slurs. Like, y'all are just snitching on yourselves at this point. Like, yes, everybody says things that they regret. However, I don't know anyone who's just casually letting racial slurs slip. And if you're doing this, that's more so a reflection on you and your environment than everybody, because that's not normal behavior. We know you guys say it, but the problem comes in when you give us this sob story and you're sitting in your bedroom wearing a hoodie crying and like, I'm so sorry to all of the people who I've hurt. Black people do deserve rights. I'm sorry. Did you get it? Okay. You or your stans or your fans cannot get mad at people because they don't accept your tearful hoodied apology. Like, people have a right to not accept your apology. All you can do is offer the apology, but you can't throw a hissy fit when people don't accept it. And the main reason people don't accept it is because we know that you're not genuine. We know that you're not sorry for saying it because you're more than likely going to keep saying it behind closed doors. we know that you're just sorry that you got caught. And I know a lot of people will argue back like,
well, they gave you an apology. What more do you want? How can you tell if their apology is sincere or not?
We can tell by the way that they move. You know, like, you sitting here and giving me crocodile tears on camera and like, I'm so sorry that I was accidentally racist. Like, we know that you're not genuinely upset, you know? You're just upset that your shiny little TikTok checks and your YouTube payments are not gonna come through because you said the N-word. We know that you're just sad that colleges are now going to reject you, your job is going to fire you, and all of these repercussions are gonna come. You're not sorry that you said the word. You're sorry that your stupid actions backfired on you. You're sorry that the things that you thought were in your past actually came up and bit you in the... And then a lot of times when people get caught and a lot of other people get onto this information and they like put out the videos of these people like making anti-black comments, the people who are guilty of making the comments always say, you guys are ruining my future, like, can you just stop, leave me alone? They made this very, very racist video, and yet they're saying that we are ruining their future. Like, no, we aren't ruining your future. You ruined your future. The easiest way to preserve your future is not be racist. I don't know. A lot of their fans and friends are always saying, well, it was normalized then. It's just a joke. It's just a word. Y'all, we are dealing with teenagers and young adults. These aren't your like 70-year-old boomer uncles. Like, this is a young person who has lived in America at the time that we've had like a black president for 2 whole terms. Like, you know what's racist and you know what's not. This isn't just like new information, like the N-word was magically a taboo term to use in like 2018. Like, come on now, think. When used colloquially amongst other black people, yes, the N-word is considered to be a term of endearment, a term for, you know, your friends, your bros, whatever, it's synonymous with those terms. But realistically speaking, we know what the N-word means. Like, we know the weight that term holds. So it's very interesting to me to know that so many non-black people feel like they have a right to say that term or to joke about it or whatever, especially when you have several black people saying like, hey, I'm not really comfortable with that. And for you to assert your privilege and your power and say, well, I'm gonna do it anyway because it's just a word, it's not gonna stop me. It's kind of tone deaf to make that type of argument, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, in a literal sense, the N-word is just a word, but in a realistic and historical sense, we know it's not just a word. We know it has weight to it. Like, also, there seems to be a little bit of misinformation about where the N-word actually comes from. So I just quickly looked up the term, and just to clear it up for anybody, this is an article by Jacqueline Rahman that is discussing the origin of the N-word and the different ways that it's evolved in pop culture and everything. So I'm gonna be reading directly from the quote about what it meant. As social, economic, and political events unfolded, the N-word moved from its relatively neutral usage among whites to gain usage as an overtly hostile and abusive word meant to intimidate Africans in America and highlight their ascribed moral and intellectual inferiority. That is by Jacqueline Rahman. Again, this is a accredited, published journal article from 2012, so fairly recent. And I could also link that down below, whatever, if you want to read the rest of it. But yes, so that's where the term comes from. You cannot say that, oh, it's a friendly term, da 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 da. Personally, I think it's kind of problematic to try to give non-black people the N-word pass. I'm just gonna say, I'm just a random black girl with a camera, so I'm one person, I'm one black person, and just because I don't like non-black people saying the word, and I will not give my non-black friends the pass to say that word. I cannot make that call for other black people. And vice versa, that your one black friend who lets you say the word is not a go-ahead to say that word in front of every black person every time. Because yes, your one black friend might be cool with you saying the N-word while you're playing 2K together, or it might be cool with you singing along to the song that says the N-word, but that's around that one friend. You cannot get mad if you have repercussions when you say that term publicly and when other black people say that they're offended by it. You know, kind of, to me, it's common sense to not openly say a term that has a very racist, very negative connotation, but I see that common sense is not so common, especially nowadays in the age of social media, where people feel that they can say anything and do anything just because there's like a camera, there's a computer screen between us. Like, as a non-black person, it is not your place to determine what does and does not affect and offend black people, because yes, to you it's just a word, but to many of us it's not. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say on the matter. I'm just gonna wrap this video up here because it's getting kind of long now. For these stans out there, this is not an attack on your favorite person. This is just my opinion. You don't have to agree. Basically, my message to non-black content creators is stop accidentally being racist and then expecting us to take you back after a crying hoodied apology, especially knowing that you capitalized off of black culture and black trends. Get it together. Find another personality outside of accidentally being racist. Like, it's not that hard, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Also, do not come in my comments trying to argue, because we're not gonna do that on this video, okay? We're not gonna do that. If you want to have a discussion, a genuine discussion about it, I'm all ears. But if you come in my comments trying to argue, girl, whoop. But anyway, yes, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.